Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today we will be talking about the top 10 worst vehicles inside of Roblox Jailbreak. The vehicles that you should never buy, and if you do buy, don't use it. So, and also before we get into the video, I want to say that this is just my opinions. Don't This is not a fact, and please don't treat it as a fact. We all have different opinions, and these are the vehicles that we should not buy. They're useful for some things, but other things they're useless. So, with that being said, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so the 10th worst vehicle is actually the cruiser. And the reason why it's the cruiser is because first of all you cannot upgrade it. It's 10,000 more money than the jet ski, except it's slower than the jet ski and also it's kind of bouncy. And when your game lags, then it kind of gets out of control and it just bounces around. The only good thing it's for is escaping the Alcatraz island. But other than that, this cruiser is not that useful. Okay, I'd much recommend the jet ski. Jet ski is more cheaper. It's actually one of the fastest vehicles in the game with a very cheap price, just like the Tesla Model 3. So that's why do not buy this cruiser. On to the next one. Alright guys, so the ninth worst vehicle is actually the pickup truck. And the reason why it's the pickup truck is because it is actually very slow. It's slightly slower than the Camaro. I, and it costs $9,000. It's actually the most affordable vehicle, but it's slower than the Camaro. And also, this vehicle is not really that much useful for anything, to be honest. The only useful thing it's for is escaping the gas station when there's no other vehicle here. And the other thing is, it's not useful, but the fun thing about it is literally sitting here and doing nothing. Other than that, this vehicle's really terrible, and do not buy it. And if you buy it, then you're gonna like kind of get to the point which you're not gonna use this vehicle at all as in a couple days. So don't buy it. On to the next one. Alright guys, so the eighth worst vehicle is in fact the dirt bike. And the reason why it's the dirt bike is because it's first of all it spawns at the desert. Almost nobody uses this thing, and also it's because it's not that fast. It's like twice as much cash as the Tesla Model 3, except it's slightly faster than the Camaro, or it's even slower than the Camaro. The only good thing about this is that you can escape from the desert. But if you have a Ferrari, I would recommend walking towards that Ferrari and using it. Because Ferrari is a lot better than this. So that's why Dirtbike is useless. On to the next one. Alright guys, so the seventh worst vehicle in my tier list is in fact the ATV. And the reason why it's the ATV is because, as you guys can see, it is actually very slow. It used to be very fast, but then they nerfed it because it was so glitchy. It used to fling you under the map like almost every time you used it, and now it's just useless. And also, it used to climb up buildings and mountains, but it's not that good anymore for climbing up mountains or any buildings. The only good thing that's for is driving it to the gas station and grabbing the pickup truck if you have the pickup truck. Because pickup truck is useful. And also ATV used to fit the driver and one passenger. Now only the driver can drive it. So that's why ATV is useless and do not get it. On to the on to the next one, boys. Alright guys, so the sixth worst vehicle in my tier list is in fact the fire truck. And the reason why it's the fire truck is because it has a watering cannon, but it also squirts people. And it's actually not that funny. It's actually very annoying for them. And also, if they do it back to you, it's gonna be a lot more super annoying for you as well. Yeah, and also there is a watering cannon, this watering cannon, it has height limits, so whenever there's fire like too high, then it cannot put the fire down. And also, the fire lasts only for 2 minutes in real life. No, it only lasts for 2 minutes max. Yeah, and also, if there is fire inside of a building, then we cannot carry the hose and put the fire inside. And talking about and the ladder, whenever you toggle it and get up, then you kind of get stuck in the ladder. And also, the ladder is not even that high, so that's why the ladder is useless, and the watering cannon is useless, which makes the fire truck also useless. It costs $175,000, and it's actually one of the slowest vehicles in the game. Don't even bother buying it. On to the next one. Alright guys, so the fifth worst vehicle on my tier list is in fact the Deja Vu. And the reason why it's the Deja Vu is because it is actually slower than the Camaro, that is a free car, and it's slower than the pickup truck that is $9,000, and this is $10,000. And there's no point of even getting it. It also spawns in a place where not many people come. Yeah, the only good thing about it is that it drifts and stuff. Other than that, it's a terrible vehicle, and do not buy it. On to the next one. Alright guys, so the fourth worst vehicle in my tier list is actually the DeLorean. And the reason why it's the DeLorean is because DeLorean is $175,000, and it gets outspot by a Tesla that costs $16,000. No way. Yeah, it's not that fast. It's like useless. The only good thing that's for is that it's the only car that can float on the water. Other than that, DeLorean is a useless car. I don't even know why it's still in the game, and it should be removed. On to the next one. Alright guys, so the third worst vehicle in my tier list is in fact the monster truck. And the reason why it's the monster truck is because it costs 1 million cash, and it's slower than the Tesla Model 3 that is 16,000 cash. And also there's not really much use of this other than getting on like a whole squad in here, going and raiding the police station or robbing stores together, and being a good off-roading vehicle. This is probably the best off-roading vehicle, but it's not that useful and not many people use it. So that's why I would not recommend Monster Truck if I were you, unless if you guys have more than 10 million cash. Okay, on to the next one. Alright guys, so I am at the airport, and the second worst vehicle is, you guys might think that's the jet that will spawn over here, but it's not. That jet is decent. It is this one. And the reason why it's this stunt plane is because it is $200,000. But first of all, it's not. It's the steering is weird. It takes time to get used to, and also, as you guys can see, it is not that fast at all. It is actually very slow, and also, it's actually slower than the default helicopter. Yeah, see how slow it is? Let me compare it to this jet right here. Yeah, this jet is also weird steering, but it's the fastest flying vehicle in the game. So you guys could clearly see the difference between the jet and the stunt plane both. The jet is the fastest flying vehicle in the game, while the stunt plane is the complete opposite. It's the slowest flying vehicle in the game. And plus it's $200,000. So don't even think about buying it. First focus on the good vehicles, then you guys can get the bad vehicles if you want to. On to the last one. Alright, guys, so the worst vehicle in my tier list is in fact the Sloop, aka pirate ship. And the reason why it's the Sloop is because, first of all, it costs It costs 1 million cash, and it's the spawning location is like in a secret pirate cave or something. It's a water vehicle, and almost nobody uses water vehicles. And this one is the slowest vehicle in the game. And I actually do not own this vehicle. I may actually never buy the vehicle because it is so slow. I've seen people use it to, and it is just so slow. And it's useless for everything. The only good thing that it's useful for is role playing. Other than and fitting an entire server in it, even though it has one driver's seat too, it can literally fit an entire server in it too. Other than that, this sloop is very useless. Do not buy this vehicle at all unless if you have more than 10 million cash. Okay, so that is it. My top 10 worst vehicles list. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys agree with my picks. If you guys disagree, then that's okay, but please don't treat it as a fact because we all have opinions. And the stunt, yeah, and the if you guys do enjoy this video, please make sure to leave a like and also subscribe with all post notifications turned on. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.